Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Ben Way over on the Electronauts forum in the Roland SP404 Mark II Part 2 thread asked if there's a way to basically take a chop and have it keep playing through the end of the sample. And the short answer is if you're chopping up a sample, you are throwing away the bits before and after the start and end points. Or the marks on each sample. So this is a destructive operation. Instead, I think you probably want to do this a little bit differently. So I'm going to take and just record something in here. I've got like a loop on the MPC, and I'm kind of show you like how this works and kind of what's going on and why you might want to do some of these things. But we're going to record that. So a little toasty, but should be fine. I don't really probably need the whole thing, but that's plenty. So let's start with, we got way too much content here, but which is probably fine. So I'm going to come in and let's just chop out actually a lot of this so that we can kind of show chopping a bit. Okay, that sounds okay. I'm going to hit loop. Let's turn gate off. See if it loops okay. It's mostly fine, right? Right, guys? All right, let's turn gate back on, loop off. Let's just truncate this down. Like, if I want to, I can re-record this later if I wanted to. So assuming we have a pretty decent loop here, what we would normally do, hold shift, go start and end, and come into chop. Let's go to auto mark. I'm just going to, let's do 8. Yeah, we'll just break it into 8 equal pieces. We'll say okay. Let's just see how this sounds. I mean, it seems decent. So like what we would do here is, let's say we just want these. We're going to go 8. We're going to assign to pad. We'll go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we're going to hit enter to chop and do it. And you're going to see immediately like each thing's its own hit, which is super good. And we can see that I probably was like a little sloppy. Probably should tighten these up. Let's just do it. We're going to do the whole thing. This one is starting a little sloppy. That one looks like could just tighten it up a little bit. This one looks like it needs to be tightened up a lot. This one even more. And this one just a tiny bit more. So we've now got all these hits, and I'm not going to bother truncating all of them, and it's totally fine. Like we can come into pattern mode here, and I got plenty of stuff already going on, but let's just say we want to record something. I'll go 100% strength. I don't even know what the BPM is. We'll do this. Let's just go TR rec even. We'll just hit record and get 2 bars. I can come in really quick. We can just do a house pattern. There we go. Had to find the snare. It's fine. Like this is going. We can just grab the hi-hats. I mean, we're not doing anything fancy, right? But we had to do all of this work programming it, which it's not terrible, but sometimes it's fun to play this stuff live and take a different approach. So let's just delete this. Like, I don't really care. Get rid of it. So instead we got this. It's 1 bar. And it's cool. We go copy. We'll make a copy of this. And the reason why we're going to do this is like old school, like drum and bass style. One of the things that you could do would be just like start on the kick and then adjust the second one to go, and we want to start on the snare. Oops. Of course I go for the kick. Let's get the snare here. So you can kind of hear, you might be able to, you can kind of play it and let it go out. So a thing we can do now, if we want to play this differently, would be first of all, we'll go, sometimes you have to do some extra math for this to get it to work fully correctly, but we're going to go turn gate off of both of these so that we can kind of just play it and let it kind of keep going. And we're then going to go make this a mute group. So we're going to put both of those in here. So we have this mute group set up. And now when we play one, it'll mute the other. So with all of this, we can play it and kind of just drop in notes where we want extra notes. And I'm not playing it great. This effect is like more fun if you're kind of having it play at the speed that you want. I don't even know what the BPM of this is. It looks like 80. So like, yeah, let's go. We don't need to delete. We want to record another one. Let's go set this to 80 BPM. We'll hit record. We'll get 2 bars going. Let's get out of, we don't want TR rec. So I'm just going to come in. We'll go record. Let's get metronome going so we can hear it. And I'm just doing this like this so that we can kind of play around with it. And we can just kind of mix up like what the rhythm is. And, you know, you can do the same thing. You can drop some hi-hats, but the nice thing is because it's going to keep playing, it's going to have that rhythm that's in place. It's going to kind of create some new sounds. And, you know, we can come out of here. We can exit, go into TR rec mode and see what the heck we have for the different notes here. I'm not trying to like re-catch it, but, and I don't know, like, I don't know what's going to sound better. So, you know, you can kind of just pick where you want to move stuff around, but it will change up the rhythm and patterns a little bit and give you something kind of like fun to see how it works. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hopefully, Benway, this is kind of what you're looking for. Hope it helps you out. For other folks, definitely like just taking samples, making a copy of it, putting the chop points or the start points in different places, leave it in gate mode so that you can kind of keep re-triggering. Can get you some new patterns and things that maybe you wouldn't have thought about before you even start going into using, like, you know, if you come out and want to start using like scatter or something. That's like super crazy. But, you know, just take things, chop it up, mix it up, have fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.